In this section, you're going to be exploring a variety of media text, and you're going to be analyzing them according to this little triangle. So let's take a look at what the triangle does. So if we click on text, now it's going to give us a typical question that we need to ask when we're looking at a media text or a media product. So hit the question, what kind of text is this? And then we click A1 to get the answer. So it's asking you, what type of media is this? Is it a TV show, a song, a music video, social media post, a movie, etc.? So when we say media text, we mean a media product of some kind. Okay, question 2. Does the text follow a formula or pattern? Now the answer is in relation to story. Yes, the hero goes on a journey, meets a helper person, fights a battle, wins her love, interest, then returns home. Are there any stereotypes? So when you're looking at a text, you can say, oh, do they have stereotypes in this media, this movie? Can you see it in an image or a podcast? Yes, the character wears clothing that makes the audience believe a certain idea to be true. So maybe they're dressed all in black, so people think that they are evil. What is or are the implicit messages? The answer would be, conflicts are a part of healthy relationships. So this would be the subtext. What values are being promoted? And the answer, it is important to have healthy relationships with others. Whose values are being promoted? Society, parents, schools, business. So it anyone in our culture. So that's how you can look at a text or a media product in terms of the text itself, so the content. So we look at content, we look at who's watching or who's reading, that's the audience, and we look at production, and that would be the nitty-gritty nuts and bolts of how they're doing it. So are they using a camera? Are they using musical equipment? So what are they doing, right? So all of these things add up to create meaning for your media text or product. So let's look at audience. So these are the people watching or looking at the text, and that's, we're going to click on the first question. Who is the target audience for this text? And then we're going to click this again. Target audience could be any number of people. You have to look at the text itself to see. So maybe fairy tales is a media text or a book that's relatable to young children, to kids. What audiences are being left out of this text? So maybe if it's fairy tales, it's only geared to our children, and that's it. So everyone else is left out. How does this text appeal to me? So then you look at it and say, oh man, I love fairy tales, so I really like this text. Or it uses celebrities. Maybe Lady Gaga is Cinderella, so I really like that. Therefore, it's really appealing to me, and it has the music that I like, and it's making me laugh, so yes, this is appealing to me. So it really does appeal to the audience, if the audience is me. And how does this text appeal to other people? It could do all similar things or the opposite of everything that you like. How might this text be changing society? So is this a socially important piece of work? So they give an example. The floss dance from Fortnite is a cultural phenomenon that encouraged that dance across a variety of ages of people. So you can look at any media and see whether that has influenced either your group of friends, your community, or your entire culture. And you click this X to get out of that. The production is a little more straightforward, so you have who produced the text, so is it a film studio, a government organization, a group of people, and who produced the text will tell you if it's biased at all. So if it's the government organization, if it's the PC government versus the Liberal government versus the Democrats, then you Okay, so who produced this text? The answer to this question could reveal bias. If it's a government-produced production, then maybe they're trying to sway your political opinion. What's the purpose of this text? It could be to influence change in society, to make people happy, to share a message, to spread awareness, et cetera, et cetera. So you need to know why they're making this piece of media. Who's the actual owner? And it's the person or group that paid for it, right? So that would be the producers would be paying for the movie to be made. And who's the distributor? Maybe it's Netflix. Companies, organizations, word of mouth, everyday people. And that would include YouTube also. All right, then you just click the X. All right, so there's this little triangle that's going to help you deconstruct any kind of media. You see what it's saying, the content, you see who they're saying it to, and then you look at how they made it. And that produces the overall meaning. So there's an example of doing a little analysis here with this poster about plastic straws. I'm going to make this bigger so we can see it better. So there's the big poster here. You can do this too. So 3 reasons to not use plastic straws, and 3 ways to stop using plastic straws. So their description is, what kind of text is it? So it's an infographic. Are there any overt messages? Using straws bad for the environment. What's the implicit message? If you stop using straws, you care about the environment. If you still use straws, then you don't care about the environment. What values are being promoted? We need to care more about the environment and animals. Audience, who's the target audience? Everyone who uses straws. How does this text appeal to me personally? It uses the play on the words, the idea of straws sucking. It also uses strong images that catch my eye. Finally, I like the point they point out an issue and provide a solution to the same text, in the same text. How does this not appeal to me? Well, you can look at the way they've set it up. This person says that there's too much small text for their liking, and it's a bit crowded. I think they're trying to jam in as much information as they possibly could on this thing. And then you look at the production questions. Who produced it? So it's the Less Plastic organization in the UK. What's the purpose of it? To raise awareness. And who's the owner? The Less Plastic production organization. Another part of production would be the layout, because it's a poster, so it's the chosen font, it's how they organize things in the poster, it's the images that they've chosen. All of those things go together to gain an audience and influence them.